Area 51's sinister past, unveiling the enigma. Area 51, the true enigma to date, hides some sinister secrets, and we're about to unearth some of them. Hold on tight for a thrilling journey ahead. The only thing that everyone agrees on is that Area 51 is the most mysterious facility in the United States, so secret that any information about it is instantly viewed with suspicion. The government has kept its vow of silence for so long, it has led to widespread speculation, with some believing it conceals secretive extraterrestrial activities involving aliens. As you have heard, Area 51 has long captured the public imagination. Its past is woven with the threads of classified projects, undercover experiments, and a history that extends well beyond the public eye. Why has the government maintained such a steadfast veil of secrecy? Stick to the video to the end and you'll see why. On September 20th, 2019, a curious crowd gathered at the grounds of Area 51, gearing up to breach the gates and find out the truth. People were excited, but we shouldn't expect to solve the biggest American mystery just yet. Nestled in Nevada, strategically close to the famed Roswell, New Mexico, the speculation runs wild. Conspiracy theorists entertain thoughts of hidden flying saucers and proof of aliens. Some even ponder whether the president himself is in the dark about these alleged extraterrestrial secrets. The actual truth behind Area 51 is far more delicate, and the government isn't in the habit of handing out brochures detailing their top-secret security protocols. So, who's privy to this information? Well, that's anyone's guess. Situated along the banks of Groom Lake in rural Nevada, Area 51 forms part of a complex network of government facilities. Nevada itself hosts numerous bases, thanks to its vast federal land, providing ample space for discrete operations. Originally, it started as a small 6 by 10 mile base, but grew to 23 to 25 miles with connections to Nevada's nuclear test site roads. Security at Area 51 is no joke. Numerous checkpoints keep any adventurers from getting too close. The only glimpse into its mysterious inner workings come from aerial surveillance, leaving the public with only fragments of information. Area 51, folks, it's more than just a spot. It's a tourist hub now, with alien-themed attractions along State Route 375. The name itself is a puzzle, though, possibly tied to some Atomic Energy Commission's numbering grid. While it doesn't quite match, the mysteries linger. But back in the 19th century, it was used for lead and silver mining, free from all mysteries. By the 1940s, it served as an airfield, catching the CIA's attention. Fast forward to 1955, the Cold War era took over. The CIA took over Groom Lake, teaming up with the Lockheed Corporation to cook up a highly classified reconnaissance aircraft. Area 51, initially known as Paradise Ranch, became the classified testing ground for government projects. The 60s brought interesting projects, like launching unmanned aircraft from planes. Lockheed kept the momentum going at Area 51 through the Cold War. But as operational needs shifted, testing moved to nearby Tonopah. Even after the Cold War, Area 51 didn't fade away. It might have slowed down, but the sneaky experiments continued. So, where are we now? Well, the U.S. government has always been tight-lipped about Area 51, and nobody's got the full scoop on what's happening here today. But one thing's for sure, the lake area is a no-go zone. No road or foot traffic allowed. And civilian and regular military planes? Forget about it. Multiple security checkpoints, buried motion sensors, and armed guards mean you won't be sneaking in anytime soon. The Air Force, though, they've got the golden ticket with their fancy Janet fleet of planes. They shuttle military and government folks to classified places. But who's on those planes? And what's their business at Area 51? Your guess is as good as mine. The official map only spills the beans on the mine area of Area 51, but declassified documents spill the Cold War era tea. Still, the site's as hush-hush as ever, and there aren't as many test flights buzzing around. Satellites give us some details, showing runways, bases, and aircraft. Most of the juicy stuff, though, comes from Freedom of Information requests, unveiling declassified documents. Let's rewind to '94, when the government caught some heat. A group of Area 51 workers, 5 civilian contractors, and 2 widows of former workers filed a lawsuit. They claimed they were swimming in unknown chemicals at the site, leading to skin, liver, and lung issues. And tests backed them up, showing exposure to toxic stuff like dioxin. Lawsuit time, right? Nope. The government played the state secrets card, and President Clinton swooped in to keep things under wraps. Case closed due to lack of evidence. So, what's the deal with Area 51? What's the government hiding, and has it caused harm? The plot thickens, my friends. We know that every president from Obama to Trump is on the same page. They're keeping Area 51 locked up. It's like this mysterious vault, and the more you shush it up, the more us folks start wondering. The trespassers find out real quick that the government means business, like this dude in 2019, crashing through a checkpoint, leading guards on a crazy chase and ending up, not so great. But how did a regular military place turn into the granddaddy of all conspiracy hubs? Rumor has it that there might be underground facilities, bunkers for top-secret military gear. Now, hold on to your hats. Some folks even think Area 51 is cooking up weather control, time travel, or futuristic energy weapons. Sounds like sci-fi, right? Well, because it probably is. Then there's the wild idea of a secret government pulling the president's strings. Others think the U.S. military tech is way beyond what we know. A bit more plausible, maybe. But the big kahuna? Aliens. Area 51 is in the desert, close to Roswell, and UFO hotspots. The Southwest has a reputation of weird sightings. Blame it on the wide-open sky. The government's got a simple explanation for Roswell: a weather balloon. But the conspiracy theorists, they're not buying it. Back in the 40s, people saw planes breaking flight limits, and rumors spread. In July 1947, there was an uncontrolled hype about UFOs in all of America. People from all over claimed to have witnessed UFOs, which they referred to as flying saucers in the sky. It all started on the 24th of June, when Kenneth Arnold claimed to have eyewitnessed 9 flying saucers near a hill around Seattle. He was so sure of what he saw and said that these flying discs have been whizzing at a speed of 1,200 miles per hour over the western United States. But the government, being the government, turned down any such speculation. They even had Project Bluebird to check out UFO sightings, but nada. Now enter Bob Lazar, a bit of a conspiracy theorist. He claimed to have worked in Sector 4 in Area 51, reverse engineering alien spacecraft. But guess what? Sector 4 isn't even a real thing. What was his response? They want you to think that. He spun a tale about toiling away in an underground lab trying to figure out an alien spacecraft. In '96, a documentary backed up his story with an anonymous engineer. Then in 2004, Dan Bursett claimed that he was messing with cloned alien viruses at Area 51 and had a buddy alien named J-Rod. Skeptics raised an eyebrow. Bursett was just a parole officer, no government gig. No one knows what to believe. But Hollywood is clear on what it wants to show. Back in the 50s, sci-fi took off, and our obsession with aliens stuck around. The idea of a secret base jammed with aliens, whether they're nice or downright scary, sparked tons of TV shows and movies. Fast forward to 2019, the internet birthed an unusual event titled Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, sparked by a 21-year-old Californian, Maddie Roberts. What began as a lighthearted meme evolved into a viral movement, with millions showing interest in storming the secret of Area 51. When the day finally arrived, the anticipated crowd near Area 51 resembled more of a festival gathering. However, the actual storming of the base didn't materialize as planned, with only a fraction of the expected attendees present. Ultimately, Storm Area 51 served as a humorous social phenomenon, highlighting the internet's ability to transform whimsical ideas into real-world phenomena. Through all of this, one question lingers. How much of what we believe about Area 51 is rooted in truth, and how much is a product of our collective fascination with the unknown? Are we on the brink of uncovering groundbreaking revelations, or are we just caught in a web of an elaborate myth? But, most importantly, do you think Area 51 has an intergalactic Yelp page where aliens leave reviews like great atmosphere and a bit too many probing sessions? 4 stars. Seriously, what do you believe lies in the walls of Area 51? Stay tuned for more inside videos on the most bizarre facts from around the world.